Well, would you look at that? Another fine day in the foothills. I was headed out to look for willow catkins, but I came across these muleys first. Had to stop for them. Then I checked out this beaver pond, but couldn't see any catkins out there. Got distracted by this, too. This young bald eagle was pulling on something, trying to have a bite to eat, and being continually harassed by magpies and ravens. You know, I kind of think they do it just for fun. I love those guys. Eagles, too. Willow catkins are the first flowers of the new year, and I was pretty sure I'd find some. Wasn't expecting to find a lot, and in that I wasn't disappointed. Turns out, too, that male flowers are the ones that appear first. So, not quite as many as later in the year. But it sure was nice to see those fuzzy little faces. And of course, while looking for the catkins, I ran into other stuff, like these lichens. There were a lot of them on these particular pine trees. The wind was howling pretty good though, so I'm going to have to go back and have another look. There were plenty of catkins among the willows along Sibbald Creek, especially here on the beaver dams, but man, that wind, it was just screaming. It was thrashing around the catkins so much it made them hard to focus on. In among the trees at the head of the valley, there wasn't quite as much wind, but, you know, there were no willow catkins. So I photographed the creek. It's such a pretty little stream. I always loved coming up here and poking around. I don't know why I thought this, but I figured maybe if I went over the ridge, I might get out of the wind a little bit. But no, I was completely wrong about that. This video is sped up a bit just to show how quickly those clouds were moving. But yeah, wind coming out of the west at 60, 70, 80 kilometers an hour. It was shoving those clouds around a lot. But there were little bits of calm too, like here further up the Kananaskis River. And though there weren't a whole lot of catkins over here along Pocatera Creek, it was still nice and pretty. Definitely worth stopping and having a look. Since I was close, I headed up Smith Dorian Trail just to poke around for a bit. The mountains look nice, like, well, they're mountains, so generally they do. Turned around though, came back down to the Kananaskis River. The wind had backed off and the sun was behind the mountains now, so it made the light, oh, so beautiful. Look at the reds on those willows. And the Canada jays had come out to play. But then I turned a corner and saw this guy. Man, elk are huge. When you see them up close, yeah, they're just magnificent animals. Those antlers will be falling off very soon. Yet another sign that spring might be on the way. A sign like these little fuzzies. I do love those guys. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Winter is not done with us yet.